Let's talk about the new 15-inch MacBook Air. First, what are the specifications of this machine? This MacBook Air comes with the M2 chip, which is powerful enough to do simple tasks, such as web browsing or watching videos, but also powerful enough to do more complex tasks, such as editing and exporting videos or coding. It starts with 8 gigabytes of RAM, or as Apple calls it, unified memory. However, you can get up to 24 gigabytes of RAM when ordering the machine. You can get up to 2 terabytes of SSD storage, which is more than enough for the average user. However, if you plan to keep this Mac for a long period of time, or making videos, which I would recommend you get the 16-inch MacBook Pro instead of the MacBook Air for, then this is the option for you. It comes in 4 different colors, which are Midnight, Starlight, Space Gray, and Silver. This is a pretty nice selection of colors, but it would have been nice to get more colors, like red or light blue, as the MacBook Air has always been meant for the average person, and not for the professionals. Of course, the largest difference that this has from the 13-inch M2 MacBook Air is the screen. This screen is 15.3 inches wide, which is larger than the 13.6-inch wide MacBook Air that was introduced last year. So those are the specs of the 15-inch MacBook Air. So now, where does it fit into the Mac market? So, the M2 13-inch MacBook Air is for consumers who want a laptop that does everything they need in a small form factor. The 16-inch MacBook Pro is for people who want the best of the best computer, the fastest, largest MacBook out there at the moment. So where does the 15-inch MacBook Air sit between those computers? Well, I think the 15-inch MacBook Air is meant for people who want a large laptop but don't need all the performance of the 16-inch MacBook Pro. This is genius of Apple to do because it helps them get more customers, which leads me to why this is Apple's best product this year. The 15-inch MacBook Air is Apple's best product because they just unlocked another market of people, just like they did when they released Apple Vision Pro, which I made a full video about if you want to watch it after this video. If you're wondering what I mean by that, I mean there's a ton of people who want a cheap 15-inch laptop. This is the perfect product for them, therefore gaining Apple more customers who may buy other products, such as the iPhone or the Apple Watch. Thanks for watching.